What's up, guys? Motovillain here. We getting ready to leave work. We're gonna talk about bikes. Here's the SV 650. Letting it warm up. We got a pretty good sound. This has got the full exhaust. Someone already took the converter and all that stuff off and ran a full pipe. Two Brothers. That's an old school exhaust. It was good back in the day. But she's got some little marks. She needs to be straightened up a little bit. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Are y'all the type that think you should start on a 1000 or something like this, or even smaller maybe? This is the SV 650. I think this would be a decent starter bike for somebody if you, you know, maybe if you rode dirt bikes as a kid and you understand how to change gears and all that. I'll see you in the morning. Alright. We heading out. If you rode dirt bikes as a kid and you understand how to turn, I think this will be fine. What I mean by if you understand how to turn, push left to go left, push right to go right. Of course, if you're moving really slow, then you can just kind of turn your steering wheel which way you're going. But that's only when you're moving very slow. And then I think, you know, if you're a little older, you could probably start with a little bit bigger bike. But I think Ducati would be my favorite bike. The only issue with Ducati, I feel like, is their maintenance schedule and the valves every 2,000 miles or 2,500. Clutches go out a lot more often. I don't know if I would like all that. I like the dependability. Japanese bikes, you got Suzuki, these damn things run forever. Yamaha, Honda. And I love the way V-twin sounds. I think my favorite sound though would be the Aprilia. The V4, that's one of the best sounds you can get. I feel like their maintenance schedule is better than Ducati. You get the heated grips, quick shifter, cruise control, all that on the Aprilia, like the BMW. But it sounds kind of like Ducati. You get all the creature comforts of BMW, and the price is a little better, a little cheaper on Aprilia. One thing about Aprilia though, you gotta watch for the recalls. I know in 2020, 21, 22, and 23, they was having heating issues. So they was updating the computer and adding a radiator guard to shield the exhaust from heating up the radiator, which took care of the issue. And that's the only issue I know of. So if you take care of that, you should be fine. And that it ain't guaranteed that it's going to be messed up. But I think Aprilia is one of my definitely top 3. If I had to pick a favorite, I love Hayabusa because it's just, that's old school. When I was growing up, that was the bike you wanted. It was the fastest production bike made then. Back then it was. It was a hell of a bike. Still is a hell of a bike. And they're updating it from what I understand in 2026. So I think they're going to make it look a little more ferocious, a little meaner. I guess we'll see. Little thing I get up with you. Definitely ain't the strongest bike, but hell, my last bike was almost double the horsepower. The GSX S750. It had like 115. This one's got like 80. So not quite double, but you can tell the difference for sure. Especially on top end. About this bike is it's lighter, so it feels pretty close on the lower end. This bike's fun around town. It's got a lot of torque, a lot of low end. I think these are good for street riding. Good for the track too. You can really line them out and use the bike. Take the time to learn without having to worry about controlling the power so much. You can just work on your lines and body position, entering the turns properly, coming out, hitting the gas, getting on it at the right time, working on all the stuff that's important to become faster instead of worrying about controlling all that power. Definitely makes a big difference in learning. Woo! Love the way this pulls down low. Definitely got some grunt. RPM drop down to 4 and hit it, and it's got some good, I can probably clutch it up in 4th gear. I like how it got that low end pull. It makes it so much fun on the street. It's hard to explain, I guess. And I rode 400. Rode the 500. I just feel like those are nowhere near enough power. I mean, I feel like I could barely hit 70, 80 miles an hour. It took forever. That's just, once you switch from that to a 600 or a 750, it's such a big jump, it's almost like you're starting over. So I feel like something like this is plenty small enough, is my opinion. Unless you've never rode anything before, never a dirt bike, if you're completely new, a Grom would probably be fine to start with, because you want to learn how to use the clutch, how to take off and all that first. That's important. How to take off, how to stop. A lot of people previously had what kind of bike they got, what kind of bike they want. I'm not going to pull up next to a guy with a Ducati and a BMW and make him excited about an FTD650. But everybody's different. So I can reach some people and make them want to get a bike and want to go out and ride. That's my goal. Make the bike community bigger. Make everybody kind of come together. That would be awesome. To build this channel into some kind of brand. Eventually, you know, t-shirts, hoodies, pants, good riding gear that's comfortable and safe. That would be the goal. And ride the rest of my life. So hopefully that's what will happen. Right now we're just looking for subscribers, try to get some likes, get out here and ride and see how many people like to just talk about bikes, listen to people talk about bikes and watch people ride bikes. And if you have questions, something I know or can help you with, I'd be happy to do that. Just leave it in the comments and I'll check it. You guys have a great night. Be safe. Get out there and ride and learn. Peace.